Hey guys, Sheepard here again with another video from Tera Online. Today's video is going to be a kind of part 2 to a video that I did previously. It's actually my first video, which was the graphics comparison. The purpose of this video was to basically show you guys how the game looked at the different presets which are available in the game. After posting the video and reading through the comments, I noticed that a lot of people couldn't see the difference between preset 4 and preset 6, and they was wondering if it's something to do with spell effects or character models. So basically what I decided to do was to create a video to try and answer these questions for the people who asked them. This video is going to be following the same format as the previous video, so if you haven't seen that, it probably doesn't make much sense yet, so I recommend you go watch that first. You can do that by clicking the video on the screen. So in the rest of the video I'm going to be showing off the different presets 1 to 6, and I'm going to be showing the changes that they make to the character models and the spell effects. So up first we have the character models. Instantly you can see that there's just a massive difference between preset 1 and preset 6. I mean, the textures on number 1 absolutely suck and if you have to play on that, then I just feel really bad for you. But as we move to the right, you can see that the differences get smaller and smaller. If you look at the buttons on number 2, you notice that you can barely see them. However, as we up the presets, they become more defined. The leap between preset number 2 and preset number 3 is quite drastic. You can instantly see that there is a lot more detail on the character model, and the overall picture looks a lot brighter, it looks like there's more colours present. Looking at the difference between 3 and 4, I'm struggling to find a major difference, and to be honest, it is perfectly possible that switching between 3 and 4 does nothing for the character models whatsoever. So I'm going to go with that. However, if you disagree with me and you can find something, then by all means put it in the comments below. So the next two, between 4 and 5, I can see that there's even more increased detail in the clothes. You can see sparkles or spots, whatever you want to call them. And you can also see that the flower / brooch on her top is a lot more defined, and you can definitely see that it has its own texture. I don't think you're going to be able to see the difference between 5 and 6 on this video. The main reason for that is that the game adds anti-aliasing at this point, and what that does is it smooths out the character edges and basically removes all the jagged lines. So as I said, you pretty much won't be able to see that. However, when you're at home and you're playing it on your own computer and monitor, you can definitely notice the difference. Okay, so on to the next section, which is spell effects. It's going to be slightly harder, seeing as now the character is moving and obviously there's animation involved. So what I'm going to do is I am going to play the animation once at normal speed, then I'm going to slow it down to about ×10, and then I am going to break it up frame by frame to the frames where I can see that has the most difference. I'm going to have to do this in 2 groups because of the size of the spell animation. So the first set will be the presets 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so here we go. Here are the animations at full speed and as you see them in the game. And here they are again in slow motion. You'll notice here it's a lot easier to see the differences between the presets. Okay, and now I'm going to pick out the frames which I think showcase the differences the most, and I'm going to be talking about them. Okay, so the first thing that I noticed going through frame by frame was that there isn't really much difference between preset 1 and 2. Preset 3, however, seems to have a bigger spell effect, as you can see here. The thing that sticks out most in the next clip is the fact that preset 3 yet again jumps ahead of 1 and 2 by quite a lot. You can see that the flame is more orange, and yet again the colours are more bright. It also looks a lot sharper. Preset 1 and 2 pretty much look identical to me after staring at it for about 10 minutes trying to work out something. The only thing that maybe I could be right about is that the flames look a bit more blurred in preset 2 than they do in preset 1. The final thing that I noticed between presets 1, 2 and 3 is this last clip where the fire is spread out, and it seems that as you turn the presets up you gain a little bit more fire. Now moving on to preset 4, 5 and 6, I'll do the same as I just did with the last 3. We'll first look at the animations at full speed as you would see them in the game. Now we'll look at them again in slow motion. And now are a couple of frames where I think the differences stood out the most. This first print screen pretty much shows what happened between preset 1, 2 and 3. As you turn up the presets, it seems that the spell effect grows yet again. You can clearly see it here between 4, 5 and 6, to the point where preset 6 even seems to have small flames around the glow. The second print screen I've picked out is kind of strange to me, to be honest, because it looks like the flames get better looking, sharper, more colour between number 4 and 5. However, it seems to decrease in quality between 5 and 6. Maybe it's just me and personal preference, but I think number 5 looks better. Number 6 seems a bit too blurry for me. However, come to think of it, it might be where anti-aliasing has kicked in and has kind of removed the jagged edges from the flame in picture 5 and has made it maybe look a bit better in 6. I don't know. But yeah, moving on. The third and final print screen that I've shown here shows pretty much the most obvious thing out of all these presets, and that's the shadows. As you can see in preset 5 and 6, you can see the disc on the floor and the shadow of her legs. However, this is not present in all the presets up to number 5, probably due to the fact that turning on shadows normally decreases system performance by quite a lot. Now onto the final thing of the video. I have managed to scrape together a screen of all 6 spell effects at once. So yet again, I'll play these in normal motion and then I will slow them down. Okay guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. I have a lot more footage that I have created into videos, and I'm going to be uploading a new one every 2 days from now until close beta 2 for us in Europe, which is the 2nd of March. If you manage to pick out or find something in this video that I did not cover, feel free to put it in the comments below or in the thread on Reddit, and make sure you watch out for my new videos. Thanks a lot.